Hello everyone, in this video we will discuss state and lifecycle. So I've opened the documentation and you can go to state and lifecycle section on the right sidebar. It will open up this page. In this documentation page, they have really shown a good example of state. So we will be discussing the same example to understand state and how you can implement state in React. So as you can see, they have created a tick component which is rendering this division with h1 and h2 tags. In h1 they have written hello world, and in h2 they have written it is, and then they are showing the time over here, and they're rendering this particular element in the root division, and they're calling this function every 1 second. Okay, so now after every 1 second they are rendering this whole component again and again, which is not a good thing, because every time you are loading this whole component again and again, as you can see, only one thing is changing. Okay, after every 1 second, obviously this time string will change, like seconds will increase, and similarly then minutes will increase. So they are rendering this whole component just to show you that time is updating, which is not a good thing. So we will implement state over here to store this particular date, and whenever state updates, this whole component this whole component will render automatically, which is a feature of React, that whenever state updates, React will automatically render that whole component again. Now let's copy this particular element and we will discuss how to implement state in this example. Let's copy this and let's delete everything whatever we have here in the app.js. Okay, in this video we will only discuss class based example, because in class based there's a different method to create state, and in function there's a different method to create state. In that we generally use React hooks, which is a separate concept, and we will use that in later videos. So in this we will only discuss class based component example. So let's create a class based component first. So we write class and the name of class and extends, after that React dot component. So this function will contain render function, which will return us the UI. So we have copied the UI, just paste it. Okay, now save it and let's see what we have got in our web page. So we have only got this much in our web page. Now we want to update this time every 1 second. So first let's create a state. So you can write directly this dot state equals to, and then you can create a state, or you can directly create constructor, which is a like a permanent, or you can say which is a compulsory syntax for props and state. And inside constructor we have props, and we write super and then props. Okay, so this is okay, this syntax you need to remember, don't worry about it. And inside this you can create state. So how to create state? You write this dot state and it will contain an object. So inside this object you can create as many states you want. For now we only want one state to hold this particular date. So right, you can give it any name. I'm giving it time, which will contain new dot to local time string. Okay, so in place of this we will use this particular state which we created. To use it, we just write this dot state dot the name of your state, which is time. Okay, now let's save it. For now we won't see any change because everything is same. Now for after every 1 second we want to update this. Let's see how we will do that. So let's create a function. You can give it any name. I'm giving it tick, which will update the state. To update state we use this dot set state function, and inside this we will write this curly braces and name of your state, which is time, and we want to update it to new date to local time string. Okay, so in this function we are updating the state to a new date. Okay, now okay, we don't need to use function keyword inside class. Okay, now we want to call this function after every 1 second. For that you can use set interval. So for this we will use lifecycle method. So in this we will only discuss two lifecycle method. One is component did mount and another one is component will unmount. Okay, so inside this okay, first of all, what is the meaning of this? So this function will run when whole components are mounted on your DOM. Okay, when everything is shown on your DOM, then this function will run, and similarly this will run when everything is unmounted. So in this function we want to call set interval, and we want to call a function which will call tick function after every 1 second. Okay, so this line means that we are calling this tick function of like every 1 second. So every 1 second what we are doing, we are updating the state of time and we are showing it in our web page. Okay, and inside this you can just clear this interval. So to clear this interval, let's store this interval in some variable. Okay, so you can just simply write clear interval and the start timer. Okay, so why we are doing this? We are doing this to prevent a loop. Okay, because let's say we are on another web page, then this function is continuously running, which we don't want. We want that, okay, when we are on a separate component, then we want to clear this interval so that it doesn't keep running continuously. Okay, so yeah, we have done everything. Let's save it and let's see what we've got on our web page. So yeah, as you can see, our time is updating. So in this way you can use state. So let's recap what we have done. We have created a state with name time, which is storing the date, current date, and inside tick function we are updating the state of time, and we are calling set interval after every, okay, we are calling this tick function after every 1 second inside this component did mount, which I already told you the meaning of this. Yeah, so in React there's like it is a very good feature in React that it doesn't render the whole component again and again. Whenever state changes, it will only update this particular line. Okay, to confirm this, you can just inspect it. When you will inspect it, you will see after every 1 second what is changing. Let me show you. Wait. Okay, so yeah, as you can see here, it's only changing the time in our web page. It's not rendering the whole code again and again. So this is a good feature of React that, okay, so before showing this particular DOM over here, it makes a tree and it will compare that tree with the new tree of, like, when it's about to render, it will make a new tree and then it will match the previous tree and it will check, okay, which component has been changed. So it will only update that particular component in our DOM. So that's a cool feature of React. So in this way you can use state and you can make your component reusable. So that's a good feature. So yeah, in this way I think now you understood how to use state in React. So see you in the next video. Thank you.